How on earth can human societies, which involve individuals, communities, governments, religious institutions, legal systems, land, property, class structures, different languages, social customs, and technology of every kind, survive, thrive, and get along? How do societies work through so many relevant factors related to physical, emotional, spiritual, environmental, and economic well-being? These are questions at the very heart of arts faculty's scholarship and teaching throughout the world. And it all starts by thinking about that word, society, and then breaking it down from there.
Courses and programs in the arts faculty a lot of the time concern themselves with what we call society. Society. It's one of those words you hear every day. We talk about what does society think, or what does society want us to do? But when we say that, what we're really referring to are really mainstream opinions. If you look closely at a town or city, or even a whole country, you see a complicated array of different human beings with a wide range of opinions, values, beliefs that all need, to come together somehow to create a fair, free, prosperous society.
At the heart of any thriving and sustainable city, community, school, or family are three things: psychological well-being, dialogue, and respect for differences. But how we engage in dialogue is influenced by our understanding of the world and our own well-being, and this is where liberal arts come into play. In my psychology courses, I talk about new insights from the field that show how collaborative dialogues between individuals, family members, and different parts of the community make for a better society for everyone.
Religious studies looks at religious traditions from all over the world. We know that different world religions can be very, very personal, and religious experience can be personal. We also know that it can be very, very public. Religions can influence and have something to say about things like democracy and multiculturalism, about things like immigration and politics, about international conflict. So whether we're talking about clients or friends or co-workers, sooner or later we're going to find ourselves in the company of someone whose religion and culture is different from our own. Knowing something about religions can make these interpersonal reactions richer. Knowing something about religions can make these interpersonal reactions more respectful. Knowing something about religions can make you a better doctor or lawyer or journalist or teacher or supply chain manager, whatever you decide to do. Knowing something about religions just makes you more informed about the world and the people in it.
The research interests of instructors working in the liberal arts change over time. That's because we like to respond to changes in society as we see them take place. So for example, I've done research on newcomers to Alberta, how they get settled in the province following immigration. I look at how religion, race, gender, politics, and economic background all factor in how new Albertans get settled.
So sociology, when you think about it, studies everything around you right now, around everyone. It's a study of human individuals as they live and breathe inside complex social structures and systems our species tend to make. Human beings are social animals. Humans make and are made by our social systems. And it can be good things sometimes, or very, very bad. In my classes, I zero in on how our private and public institutions govern and regulate human sexuality. We look at how different societies over time have shaped or controlled or forbidden different expressions of human sexuality through laws, policies, and practices.
Every arts degree will allow graduates to bring much-needed skills to their job interviews. Studies routinely show that it's these types of skills that are required in so many kinds of careers, skills you pick up in arts degrees. Active listening, critical thinking, reading comprehension, speaking, monitoring, coordination, writing, social perceptiveness, judgment and decision-making, active learning, time management, complex problem solving, service orientation, persuasion, and more. Vacancy costs. is a term describing the cost to the Canadian economy of job positions going unfilled. These costs are indicated in this graph in percentages of $1 billion. And while students are in a degree, they encounter guidelines that help them with these key developmental pieces: basic social and emotional skills. Arts faculties are highly empathetic and student-focused places that set students up to succeed in terms of gaining skills and getting along with other workers and other citizens.
I could take my skill set anywhere that I want to go. When I started telling people when I started telling my superiors that I had an English major, they started giving me different tasks that I don't believe I would have ever even dreamed of getting, had it not been for that credential on my resume.
I'm a published writer, but I'm also a fine artist, and I earn my income from commissions. My liberal arts degree gave me language skills, and I need that to promote what I do. There are also commercial applications for skills that you get in the arts, but you also get very good at analyzing information in the world generally and identifying misinformation, which is really important in the world right now. And I also have a family member with a liberal arts degree who currently works at the Canada Energy Regulator.
Arts faculties specialize in understanding human society. We could not be looking at a bigger picture.